What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Sorry it's been a while, but today we're continuing our customs line with a brand new episode, with this one being the Batman 2004 customs. Now I'm very excited about this one, so without a long intro, we're just gonna get right into it. So first up we have Robin. Robin's introduced to, I think, along the lines of the second season, I think he's introduced. But I gave him his signature black on the outside, yellow on the inside cape, with a normal custom torso with a Robin logo and a yellow belt, with the belt continuing onto the hips. Give him some some dark green pants and black boots with a lighter type of green arms and gloves. As far as Robin in that show goes, I think it looks really good and pretty accurate to the portrayal I was trying to get, so I'm happy with it. Next up we have Barbara Gordon, which that Barbara Gordon, this one is like, it doesn't look that hard to make, but it's let's just say it's kind of hard, because this is what I got out. So I used, hold on, let's get into a better area. I used how would you say this? Like, kind of a light purplish torso from Batgirl. I changed it to light purple, and I gave her some light purple shorter sleeves with that, and some purple gloves, and purple boots and pants. I gave her the Batgirl head and wait, did I give her? Yeah, the Batgirl head and helmet with her red hair sticking out. And I'm not completely like happy with how this turned out, but I think it's pretty good. Next up, this one's weird. If you haven't seen the show, I would just skip this, because if you've seen the show, you'll recognize it. If you haven't, you won't. This is the Riddler, and he has a weird design in this, where he has just a green bodysuit on with a black logo. That's like a big black logo. I couldn't really copy completely, so I did this. And he's got like weird makeup on his face with a green mask. Not my favorite Riddler design, but it's definitely a Riddler design. So for this, I gave him some I gave him no sleeves with some green on them, no gloves, just a green bodysuit, question mark, some longer hair, because for some reason he has that. And I gave him the superhero headpiece to get, one, the mask, and two, those lines kind of look like some of the makeup he kind of wears. But as I said earlier, if you haven't seen this show, you will probably not like this custom that much. But anyway, next up we have the ventriloquist. And sadly you could not add Scarface to it, but this is just the ventriloquist. So what I did is I gave him the Jimmy Olsen torso with some white short sleeves. And I gave him a Tommy gun, because that's like his signature gun. I made it blue just because that's the color of Scarface's clothing in that show. And then I gave him some tannish pants with some black boots, the ventriloquist head from the game, and some, like, a receding hairline hairpiece with a bunch of hair in the back. I think it's pretty accurate, and I think it looks pretty good compared to the one from the show. Now, one thing I really like about this game's ventriloquist is how accurate it looks. And just look at this. Look how amazing that looks.
Of course, sir.
Like, you can tell the head is the same. But look at this. This is just the best, one of the best minifigures of all time from this game. But anyway, next up, this one just looks weird. I was gonna use the Mad Hatter's head slash hairpiece, but one, it has blue on the top hat, and two, the hair is blonde and his hair is orange in the show. If you want to, you can also use Mr. Mixie-ass Piddlink. I think I said that right. You could use his to get like a black bowler cap on there with some hair, but I just thought I'd stick with the top hat. But basically I used Alfred's torso, arms, and pants and hip piece, because it looks similar to what he wears. I gave him this black carrot piece to replicate an umbrella. When you guys are trying to make an umbrella, I would definitely use the carrot piece. It looks really good. And I gave him this custom headpiece with a monocle and a black top hat. It's really basic, not really that cool, so I'm skipping it. Next up is ManBat. Same, kind of similar with ManBat. So I just gave him the ManBat torso and headpiece on the skin to the light. And then I gave him the Beast Boy hair, but I made it all gray. Sadly, you can't get the ManBat wings, so I had to use like the Hawkman wings that look kind of bad. Navy blue pants that were ripped up with no shoes and a belt. It looks okay. The main reason I picked this character out of all the other ones was because when I was growing up, or when I was younger, I had a CD of this show, which had like 4 episodes. It had the Mr. Freeze episode, the ManBat episode, the Catwoman episode, and there was one more that I can't... Oh, and the original episode with the Joker. Those are the episodes I saw before. So I thought I'd make all those characters. We got like 4 more or something. Next up is Ivy, who looks kind of bad. So I'm not going to spend too much time. There's just no way to replicate this version of Ivy, so I tried my best, but it doesn't look that great. I gave her this green kind of like torso piece with short sleeve green arm on that side and just pale green skin. I gave her the Batgirl head just to get like a younger face, because in the show she's like a kid or something. I don't really remember. It's kind of weird to do for Ivy. Then I gave her some light green pants with some green, with a green hip piece. I think it looks okay. Not the best. In our next customs video, hopefully we'll have better customs. But let's continue, because I'm not done yet. This one actually came out really good. This is Catwoman from the show. And for this, I gave her the Catwoman head and helmet piece. I gave her a black hood with a custom black torso. I gave her the Scarecrow hip piece to get a rope in there and some black pants. I gave her those like reddish purplish gloves and claws that she has in the show. And I think the Catwoman design in the show is pretty cool. So I thought this custom came out really good. Anyway, next up we have Bane. Now, similar to Riddler, if you haven't seen the show, this custom will look absolutely horrible to you because it just doesn't look like Bane. But from the show, I think it looks kind of accurate. I gave her, why did you say her? I gave Bane the black, like, space helmet piece or something with one of the 7 deadly sins faces to get those yellow eyes and clenched teeth. I gave him these arms that have black and silver on it that look similar to his costume. And I gave him this. The only reason I put a Robin logo on there is because on his costume, on like the top, well, his left, the right of the screen right now, there's like a yellow venom thing that's pumping into him, and it looks like that. So I gave him the black shirt with a red, so a black hip piece with some red sticking out. And I gave him the animated series thing because I thought the animated series pants piece, because I actually thought it looked really good for this custom. Once again, this isn't my favorite custom, but it's definitely not my worst. Next up we have Scorn. Now these two I wanted to do because they're kind of like polar opposites. Well, not polar opposites, they're like opposites of Batman and Robin, which are Scorn and, while we're at it, we're not going to review it yet, and Wrath, I think it's pronounced. Now for Scorn, he has a big S on his chest, so I couldn't really get the S, so I made a 5, and if you look at it in a certain way, a 5 kind of looks like an S, so win-win. I gave him these light gray arms and pants and torso piece with a yellow belt and black gloves and boots, and this like blonde hair piece with the custom superhero head and the black mask over it. I think it looks pretty okay, and we got 1 custom left. Now, oh wait, no, we got 2 left. Sorry, my bad. We have Wrath. Now, I think he looks pretty good. This was one of my favorite episodes of the show, so I was happy to do these ones. I gave him his orange, I think it's orange. It could be it could be a lighter orange, but I just gave him this orange arms and pants with black boots and gloves. And it's a W on his chest, but they didn't have that, so I just put a bat symbol. I gave him a yellow belt, and I gave him the short Batman cowl with the Calendar Man's head, so you get those things sticking out of the headpiece a little bit. And I made the inside of his cape red, and so because it just kind of looks like it is. Granted, the headpiece and the boots and everything, they could be red also, but I just went with black because that's how it looks in the show. And I gave him the black outside cape and the crime fighter animation. I think it looks pretty good. If you don't know, Wrath and Scorn are they're very similar to Bruce Wayne's parents, except they're brothers. And, I mean, not his parents. They're very similar to Batman and Robin, except they're brothers. And their family, their parents were I think they were criminals and they were killed by cops. So similar to Batman, they vowed to, instead of stopping crime, they vowed to stopping police and good things and helping out criminals and stuff. But last but not least, I thought it'd be cool to do him, so I did Tony Zuko. Zuko's a big part of the Robin series, so I thought it was fun to make. I gave him these kind of tired eyes with I think it's Malcolm Merlin or Perry White or one of them. And I gave him this gray hairpiece with some lighter gray poking in there. I gave him this dark red suit with brown shoes. And that's about it for this custom. It's simple, but I like it. It was one of the episodes I watched a lot when I was growing up, was the Robin episode. But without further ado, I think we've come to the end of the episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And hopefully, not hopefully, there will be more videos coming live in the next couple week or so. More shorts, more videos, so keep an eye on that. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye!